And a good Tuesday night to you here in Harriet, South Dakota. I'm Cole Havens here on the call, bringing you the Harriet Selby area Wolverines and the Eureka-Bowdle Lady Patriots. The Region 2B Girls Basketball Tournament continues on. It is a matchup of the 2 seed versus the 7 seed. And let's go ahead and run down all of our sponsors here tonight. A big thank you to all of our sponsors. First of all, couldn't do what we do without you. The broadcast booth sponsors Jensen Rock and Sand. South Dakota Office of Highway Safety reminds you, avoid a kiss with death. Always plan to designate a driver. Keys to Success is brought to you by CHS Northern Plains. Starting lineup brought to you by Campbell County Collision. Introduction of game officials is brought to you by the Division of Consumer Protection. Law on the Court is brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection. Tip-off brought to you by MDU. South Dakota Office of Highway Safety reminds you, snow means slow. Drive for the conditions. Player of the game brought to you by Venture Communications. Sports Scoreboard is brought to you by Real Tough. And the rest of our sponsors: Premier Equipment of Bowdle, Harriet Sporting Center, Double M Crop Service, Harriet Livestock, Core Trust Bank of Bowdle, Reeker Electric, Turner Drug, Campbell County Bank, Premier Equipment of Eureka, Shorty's One Stop, Bowdle Healthcare Center, CMB Operations of Selby, Dakota Country Store, Campbell County Insurance Agency, Calix Meat Market, Hometown Boutique, Harriet Concrete, First State Bank of Roscoe, Thorstenson Trucking, Eureka Manufacturing, Marin Beal Insurance, Drake's Place, and Jensen Rock and Sand. Again, a big thank you to all of our sponsors. Would not be able to bring you the broadcast without all your help. Once again, we are here in Harriet, South Dakota, getting set for the 2 and 7 matchup between the Lady Wolverines and the Lady Patriots. And running down the girls basketball tournament bracket here thus far, Leola Frederick and Sunshine Bible Academy were eliminated from postseason play last night. The tournament continues on tonight. We are one of just 4 games being played here tonight. Ipswich takes on Potter County in the 1-8 matchup. It's Solely Buttes taking on Highmore Herald in the 4-5 matchup. Harriet Selby area, as you know, is here against Eureka-Bowdle. And then the Falkton area Lady Trojans takes on Edmond Central. So the winner of this game will take on the winner of Falkton area and Edmond Central. All right, we got a lot to get to in tonight's game, so let's go ahead and hear from our coaches here next. I was able to talk with both head coaches, Coach Sandmeyer and head coach Steve Sawinski of both the teams. We'll go ahead and hear from Coach Sandmeyer first, since Eureka-Bowdle is the visiting team. Then after that, we'll hear from head coach of the Lady Wolverines, Steve Sawinski. You are listening to KMLO, and we'll be back with those interviews after this 2-minute timeout. All right, we are back from the break here, getting set up for Eureka-Bowdle Lady Patriots and the Harriet Selby Area Lady Wolverines. It's a Region 2B tournament matchup, and winner moves on, loser heads home. So this game means everything to both these two teams, as you just heard from both those coaches there. Sounds like both teams are ready to go here tonight. Again, Harriet Selby Area comes into this matchup with a overall 16-4 record. That's right, just 4 losses in the regular season. Meanwhile, Eureka-Bowdle 5-14 on the season. They did pick up the win last night, 47-33 against Sunshine Bible Academy. These two teams did face earlier in the year. It was Harriet Selby Area coming away victorious, and so we'll see how that affects the play here tonight. As both these teams here, with the mindset of you need to have a good game right now. This is where you need to be playing your best basketball of the season. And so both teams out on the floor here, getting warmed up as we get set for what should be a good game here tonight. A couple of minutes still on the clock here, as again, I want to give a thanks to all of our sponsors here tonight. First of all, you are the ones that make things go here with us, so I am very thankful for all of our sponsors. If you are tuning into YouTube, hey, give us a like if you feel. Definitely helps us out being able to broadcast these games. The more likes we have, the more opportunities we have to broadcast. All right, both teams out on the floor. Starting lineups, tip-off brought to you by MDU. Starting lineups brought to you by Campbell County Collision. And officials tonight brought to you by the Division of Consumer Protection. We'll get more into that, talk some stats and numbers here in just a few minutes. You are listening to KMLO, and we'll be back after this 2-minute timeout. All right, we are getting set up here for the Eureka-Bowdle Lady Patriots, set to take on the Harriet Selby Lady Wolverines, Harriet Selby area, there, as both these teams come in to this matchup kind of in a different way, if you will. Harriet Selby area on about a 5-game win streak. Eureka-Bowdle has won 4 of their last 7. So both teams here coming in, playing good basketball as we go down the stretch here, or as we enter playoff time here. Tournament time, again, winner will move on to face the winner Faulkton area and Edmond Central. The loser, their season comes to an end. Eureka-Bowdle coming off the win last night. Did a good job guarding Lindsey Wilkins off the edge, especially in that first half. Held her to 6 points. She does average 20 on the season. In the second half, though, she got things going and scored 21 in that second half. Led all scorers in the ball game last night. Eureka-Bowdle has a bit of a tougher task here tonight. Harriet Selby area has Madeline Schumacher, Rachel Fiedler on the outside, Annie Gearing, Cassie Anderson. Couple athletic girls off the bench, but for Eureka-Bowdle, very athletic in their own right, can use the quickness to their advantage, and they're going to have to do that here tonight. Let's go ahead and hear from our starting lineup sponsor, Campbell County Collision. When we hear from them, we'll get you starting lineups and get set for the matchup between Harriet Selby area and Eureka-Bowdle.
Have you been out poaching with a very large, expensive weapon? Have the deer, pheasants, coons, and coyotes taken revenge on your vehicle? Campbell County Collision Center in Harriet can help you through this stressful process of
All right, back from the break here, and we are going to get into our starting lineups here as they will announce starting lineups here, and then they will get into the national anthem. And actually, while we have a sec, they are going to introduce the reserves first. So let's go ahead and hear from our introduction of game official sponsor, the Division of Consumer Protection. Come back and get you starting lineups. All right, thanks again to all of our sponsors here tonight, not just Campbell County Collision and the Division of Consumer Protection, but I mean all of our sponsors. All right, now let's go ahead and get you a look at the starting lineups. We'll start first with the visiting Lady Patriots of Eureka-Bowdle. They start number 20, Samantha Lux, a 5'2 junior guard. Number 20, Harley Kappenman, a 5'2 senior guard. Number 23, Crystal Geyer, a 5'8 sophomore forward. Number 24, Grace Waltz, a 5'4 guard forward sophomore, and number 50, Robin Schlechter, a 5'8 senior center. Head coach of the Lady Patriots, Maria Sandmeyer. They are 5-14 on the season. And now for the hometown Harriet Selby area Lady Wolverines. They start number 2, Cassie Anderson, a 5'3 senior guard. Number 3, Annalise Gearing, a 5'1 sophomore guard. Number 10, Madeline Schumacher, a 5'11 senior guard / forward. Number 11, Rachel Fiedler, a 5'9 sophomore guard / forward. And number 45, Riley Rosso, a 6'3 sophomore center. Head coach of the Wolverines, Steve Sawinski. They are 16-4 on the season. Eureka-Bowdle comes into this matchup averaging right around that 39-40 point per game mark, give up just about 55 a game. Meanwhile, Harriet Selby area gives up about 39 a game and scores right around 51 a game. These two teams kind of different in the aspect that they like to run here. We'll get into that too more as the game goes on. Eureka-Bowdle going to be traveling left to right on your radio dial to start this ball game. Harriet Selby area will be going from right to left. Eureka-Bowdle comes into this matchup in the away blue with the red and white trim, white numbers. Meanwhile, Harriet Selby area in the home white with the purple and gold trim and purple numbers. Now, Harriet Selby area, lately in the season, they've been trying to work the ball down low to Riley Rosso. Can use an advantage down there. Not a lot of girls match up well with her. She is listed as 6'3", commands some space down low. A good post presence to have for Eureka-Bowdle. They're going to try to counteract that with a lot of their quickness. Got to be careful though. You don't want to. Still got to stay home on your defenders, especially against the likes of a Madeline Schumacher or Rachel Fiedler, who just as athletic as anyone you'll ever see in this region. And now with both the starting lineups here, they're going to do National Anthem. We're going to go ahead and take a break for the National Anthem here. You are listening to KMLO, and we'll be back after this 2-minute timeout.
Thorsten's Trucking and Selby proudly sponsors local youth activities, athletes, and this sports broadcast of the Harriet Selby area Wolverines since 1943. Thorsten's Trucking has been hauling grain, fertilizer, rock, grain byproducts, and more. Thorsten's Trucking also provides CDL drug and alcohol testing. Tests are $35 and can be scheduled with Memory Carlson by calling 649-1220 or 848-0912. Thorsten's Trucking of Selby, the people to know when there's something to go.
And we are back from the break here, getting set. Eureka-Bowdle Lady Patriots taking on the Harriet Selby Area Lady Wolverines. The tip-off brought to you by MDU. So once again, a thank you to all of our sponsors. I know I've been thanking you a lot, but I really do appreciate having all our sponsors. How about a look at tonight's officials? They are Mike Ulrich, Carrie Wenborn, and Chris Peltier. Mike Ulrich, Carrie Wenborn, Chris Peltier. Eureka-Bowdle going left to right. Harriet Selby right to left. Rosso against Geyer to jump here tonight. Again, Harriet Selby Area in the home white, Eureka-Bowdle in the away blue. And the MDU tip-off is controlled by the Eureka-Bowdle Lady Patriots. And listen to this crowd. They are loving it already. This is a playoff atmosphere as Harriet Selby Area comes out in the 2 to 3 zone here early on. It is Lux with it at the top. She'll get it into the corner. That's Waltz. Waltz looking down low for Schlechter. Nothing doing. Cross-court pass is tipped, and it goes out of bounds. Who was the last touch by? It was last touch by Kappenman. Goes out of bounds. It's going to be a turnover, and Harriet Selby Area will control. Eureka-Bowdle coming out in the full court press. They played a lot of full court press last night against the Crusaders of Sunshine Bible. This Harriet Selby squad, you got to be able to keep them in front of you. You can't let them get around you. Schumacher does just that with the left into the lane. Jumper left just short. Rebound to Kappenman. Kappenman going to try to spin around. Gearing at the top into the front court now. Hands it off to Lux on the far side. Lux now at the top. Back to Kappenman. A little two-man game at the top of the key. 2-3 zone here from the Lady Wolverines. Bounce pass goes into Schlechter. She's going to shoot it around Rosso. No good on the shot. Rosso with the rebound. And Rosso then traveled. Rosso, she averages about 3 blocks a game. This Harriet Selby Area team averages about 4 blocks a game. She gets about 3. And not only does she block 3 a game, but she alters about 10 a game. So it's almost like having 10 blocks. Inbound goes to Schlechter. Nice fake down low. Tries to get over Rosso, and there's her first block of the game. And it will be Schumacher now up the court with it on the far side. She'll set it up. Gets it to Fiedler. Fiedler now jumper inside the free throw line. Off the mark. Rosso there with the long board and hands out to Schumacher. She's got a lane down low. Runner in the lane with the right up and good. Madeline Schumacher puts the Lady Wolverines on top here 2-0. Waltz in the backcourt. Up ahead to Geyer. Now cross-court pass to Schlechter. A little strong ball goes out of bounds. That'll be turnover back to the Lady Wolverines. 2 turnovers for the Lady Patriots here early on. 1 for the Lady Wolverines. And Gearing going to take it up the court for Harriet Selby Area. Guarded by Kappenman. Goes around Kappenman with the left. Now pulls it back out. Sets things up. Gets it into the hands of Fiedler on the near side. Fiedler spins around her defender. Up with the left over the defense. No good. Rosso right there for the board and the putback. Rosso using her length and her height early on here. A couple of big rebounds. Now back the other way. Good job by Eureka-Bowdle breaking the press. Geyer has it on the baseline. Now gets it to Kappenman. If Geyer gets open on that baseline, she's going to look to shoot. Now Kappenman fires a 3, left it just short. Anderson with the rebound has a teammate up above. Didn't quite see her. Goes with the easy pass to Schumacher on the far side. Back to Anderson at the top. She's going to look to set up the offense to Schumacher. Man-to-man defense from the Lady Patriots. Down to Rosso. Turns around. Faces Schlechter. Shot up over Schlechter. Up and good. You're seeing it early on how the height of Rosso can impact the game here. Kappenman trying to get around the defense. We got a blocking foul off the ball, and that's going to be against Gearing. That'll be her first personal, and Gearing looks like she was going for the screen there. And Miranda Zabel will check into this ball game. Miranda Zabel, number 22, a 5'4" senior, plays both at forward and center position. Comes in for help on the zone. Coach Sawinski talked about how the lower part of the zone could be key here on defense. Kappenman looking to inbound. Gets it into Lux in the backcourt. Lux going to try to get around Gearing. Nice behind the back dribble by Lux into the free throw line area and then throws it away. That was a great dribbling right there by Samantha Lux. Just a little strong on the pass. So it'll be a Lady Wolverines with the basketball. They have a 6-point lead, 5.5 to go here in this first quarter. Gearing now into the front court, guarded by Kappenman. This Lady Patriot squad is all about effort here. Just needs to find an easy bucket now as Schumacher controls at the top, guarded by Waltz. Gets it over to Fiedler. Fiedler left open, long 2-foot was on the line, bounces just short. Schlechter with the board and hands it off to Kappenman. Kappenman will try to get around Gearing into the front court. Not quite. Now gets into the front court to Waltz. Waltz on the far side, guarded by Anderson. Couple of dribbles with the right, leaves it over for Kapman. She's going to try a three again, off the mark there, and Schumacher with the board. Kapman's had a couple opportunities with the three, just can't quite connect. Up ahead pass goes to Gearing in the corner, drives baseline, nice move, nice pass out to Zabel, long two on the way, left it just short, rebound to Kapman. Kapman going to run it up the floor, up ahead for Lux. Lux now down into the paint, around Fiedler, up with the shot, has her shot blocked, rebound there, Schlechter with it. Schlechter now is going to try to power through Fiedler, up with the left, a little strong Fiedler with the board. Fiedler is going to look to push up the floor now at the top, looks to set things up. Fiedler spins around the defense, hands it off to Anderson on the near side wing. Now up top is Abel, swing around the top of the key here. Eureka-Bowdle still in the man-to-man defense as Anderson is picked up by Lux. Anderson passes off for Zabel over to Fiedler on the far side wing, beyond the arc, gets a screen, drives left, stops, shot up on the way from the high post, off the mark, rebound to Waltz. Waltz, such a motor down low, very often gets the rebound over many of other players. Her height is not much of a factor down there, and now here's Geyer with the baseline jumper, missed everything on that one. Schumacher with the board. Schumacher now up ahead in the front court, takes it herself. Now dribbles left, and we got a timeout as Coach Swinski wants to talk things over real quick. It's just a 30. You're listening to KMLO. It's a 6-0 game, courtesy of our Real Tough scoreboard. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout. And we are back for the break here again. The big difference in this game so far, the height from Rosso and Eureka-Bowdle just struggling to find the bottom of the net. Harley Kapman's had a couple opportunities from three, haven't been able to connect. Rosso down low, kind of bullying the defense here. And now we got Schumacher with it in the corner. A couple of players checked in as Kendall Sawinski's into the game. We got a turnover against the Lady Wolverines. So Kendall Sawinski into the ball game, number 30, a 5'8" freshman guard. Full court press here from the Lady Wolverines. And it's going to be Lux up to Waltz into the front court. Waltz guarded by Anderson now. Dribbles it with the left, gives it over for Lux. Lux fakes, now looking inside for the pass, gets it on over to Waltz on the near side, now bounce past to Geyer on the baseline. Geyer turning around facing, gets it back to the recently checked in Brittany Frickson. Frickson, a good motor off the bench, good spark plug. Now Lux at the free throw line, down low for Geyer. Geyer's going to try to shoot around Rosso, and Rosso picks up the block. I think that is her third block of the game now. Running down the floor, Schumacher up with the left in the lane. Shot won't go. A foul called as Schumacher will head to the free throw line for a pair. And that foul going against Crystal Geyer. That'll be her first, just the first team foul of the game. Schumacher will be at the line on the season, right around a 68% free throw shooter. First one on the way and misses. Schumacher back at the line for one more again. Makes about 68% of her free throws. Averages right around 11, 12 points a game. Second free throw on the way. That one bouncing around and in. So just like that, it's a 7-0 lead for the Lady Wolverines. Back down the other way. Lux racing down. Leaves it off for Geyer. Baseline jumper on the way. Off the mark. Waltz with the rebound. Shot trying to get it over Rosso. Couldn't connect. Rebound to Schumacher. Schumacher now looks to push. At the top, looks to set things up here. Couple of dribbles. Has Waltz on her. Dribbles it left now. Pass it over for Anderson, and it was tipped, so no double dribble. Anderson picks it up. Gets it over to Sawinski. Now up top, Schumacher. Schumacher fakes. She'll drive left into the lane. Over the defense. Foul called, and Schumacher heading back to the free throw line for two more. This foul going against Paige Beekler, number 12. Beekler and Frickson, a good job off the bench here so far this season for Frickson. Just an 8th grader. Beekler, a sophomore on this squad. Schumacher at the line, making her second there. She's now 2 of 3. Gearing checking back into the ball game as Anderson going to sit and rest. And Schumacher and Fiedler kind of the cogs to make the Lady Wolverine engine run. At the free throw line for the second, Schumacher misses that one. Waltz right there for the rebound. Up ahead now, Lux with it into the front court, picks up her dribble, gets it up top for Frickson. Frickson now swings around over to Waltz. Waltz now has her pass tipped by Sawinski. Sawinski ahead of the pack, trying to get it before it goes out of bounds. Could not quite do so. It's going to stay a Lady Patriot basketball. And there's what Kendall Sawinski brings to the table for the Lady Wolverines. Kind of like Brittany Frickson, that hustle player, that player that motor always keeps running, never stops. Into the game now, number 5, Lauren Grage checking in. Grage, a 5'6" sophomore. Frickson now has it in the backcourt, gets it into the front court, passes it down low looking for Geyer. It's tipped out of bounds by Grage. It'll stay Lady Patriot basketball. So it'll be a Waltz to inbounds under the hoop far side. 8-0, Harriet Selby area on top. 2 minutes to go in this first quarter. Up top, the pass goes for Luck. She's going to fire a long 3 off the mark. Rebound, Fiedler with it. Fighting out Geyer for that rebound there. Fiedler will walk it up the floor, and no one picks her up. She gets it inside the free throw line, pulls up for the jumper, missed it. Ball is saved. No, it hit the backboard, so that's going to be out of bounds. So it'll be Eureka-Bowdle basketball. Kappeman and Lydia Lean checking in for the first time here tonight. Lean, a 5'2" junior guard, number 35. Inbounds is going to go into Kappeman on the far side in the backcourt, picked up by Gearing. She's going to try to get around. Gearing does so, leaves it off for Waltz. Waltz into the front court to Frickson. Frickson going to drive down, shot over Rosso, and blocked again. Riley Rosso having a big impact on this game here early on. Fiedler now down low into the corner to Gearing. Tries to go right, and Kappeman going for the steal. Gets called for the reach-in. That'll be her first personal. So Gearing faked left and went right and got the foul against Kappeman. Schumacher going to check in. Grage is going to sit down and rest. And Schlechter checks back in as well. Beekler going to sit down and rest. So it'll be an inbounds from Schumacher on the near side baseline under the hoop. Now Schumacher looking to get it in. Gets it to Gearing on the near side wing with it beyond the arc. Trying to get around Kappeman. Leaves it off for Sawinski at the top of the key. Sawinski drives in, leaves off for Schumacher. 3 on the way. Just short as Frickson controls the rebound. Frickson trying to get around everyone. Goes around Sawinski into the paint. Leaves it down low for Waltz. Waltz splits the defense. Pass off. It is tipped and stolen away as down goes Sawinski into the paint. She loses the handle. Leaves it off for Gearing. Gearing going to pull it up and gets it to Schumacher. Schumacher to Rosso. High post, near side shot on the way. Off the mark. Rebound to Waltz. Has it stolen back by Gearing. And Gearing's going to pull it up and wait for her teammates to come down. Now she'll pull up for the baseline jumper off the mark. Lean with the rebound. Up ahead to Waltz. Waltz in the front court now. A minute under the clock. Or a minute to go here. Under a minute to go. 8-0. Eureka-Bowdle still looking for some points here. Waltz at the top. Gets it over to Kappeman on the far side. Kappeman now up top for Frickson. Frickson going to try to drive in. Leaves it off for Lean. Lean out for 3. Rainbow 3 on the way. Missed everything. We got a foul on the rebound. And that is going to go against the Lady Wolverines, it looks like. And that will be on Madeline Schumacher, I believe. No. It's going to be on... It's got to be on Fiedler. There's no number 1 on the floor, so it's got to be on Rachel Fiedler there. She checked out. It looks like she just picked up her first. So Lydia Lean has it on the inbound. Down low for Waltz. Trying to go around. Rosso goes straight up and held on to the basketball. That's going to be a jump ball as Rosso there. Again, the presence down low, making it difficult for the Lady Wolverines. 25 seconds on the clock. Zabel gets the pass at the half-court line. Hands it off to Schumacher into the front court. 20 on the clock. 8-0 lead for the Lady Wolverines here. And goes to the middle at the top of the key. Sets things up over to Sawinski. Down low for Rosso. Turnaround on the far side block. Nearly has it stolen, and I think that's going to be a travel. It is. So there the Eureka-Bowdle defense swarms in when Rosso collects down on the block. 9 seconds on the clock. Harriet Selby area in the full court pressure here. Eureka-Bowdle has a chance to get on the board here. Been a struggle. Inbounds goes to Lean. Lean on the far side at sideline, trying to drive in. Passes it off for Waltz on the near side, beyond the arc. Bounce pass to Frickson. Frickson nearly losing and diving out of bounds for a nice hustle by Annalise Gearing there. Nearly comes away with the steal, diving out of bounds for the loose ball. Coach Sawinski loves the hustle there. 1 second on the clock. It's got to be an inbound. You have time for one dribble. You got to put it up quick here. Frickson looking to inbound, gets it to Kappeman. She's going to fire at the buzzer. Hits it. Harley Kappeman at the buzzer puts Eureka-Bowdle on the board. So at the end of the first quarter, the Harriet Selby area Lady Wolverines lead this one 8-3. We'll have second quarter action after this 60-second timeout.
Premier Equipment Bowdle is proud to sponsor the Eureka-Bowdle Winter. If you want to do it yourself or need repair work done, we carry more parts than you ever have before. Hi, this is Lanny, and we may be the new kids on your block, but we have the experience you're looking for. With a parts inventory to back that up, and brands like McDonald, Haybuster, Brand, Prowse, Harvesting, Westfield, and more. You may not realize all the ag needs we proudly provide parts and service for. Call Premier Equipment Bowdle. Go Patriots to all the guys and staff. Good luck.
Now is the time to visit Harriet Sporting Center. Check out their wide selection of ATVs and side-by-sides just in time for spring. There is something for everyone. Mud and sport, recreational, utility, and youth models that all outperform the rest. Or if you can't think spring, think Polaris snowmobiles. And think Harriet Sporting Center for Polaris parts and accessories and a rock-solid reputation for service, support, and satisfaction. Call Harriet Sporting Center today.
Back from the break here, getting set up for second quarter action as the Harriet Selby area Lady Wolverines lead this one 8-3. Harley Kappenman dropping in a deep 3 at the buzzer to put Eureka-Bowdle on the board. Under 8 to go here now in the second quarter. Geyer off the inbounds, able to finish, and just like that, the Eureka-Bowdle Lady Patriots are right back into this ball game. It's just a 3-point lead now for the Lady Wolverines. Down into the front court, and Harriet Selby turns it over, and Eureka-Bowdle has a chance to tie this ball game up. Crystal Geyer at the top with it. Fires it down low over to Lean. She's going to drive baseline. Long 2 on the way. Goes in and out. Rosso right there for the rebound. And back the other way, it's Schumacher with it. And you are seeing the presence of Rosso right there. It was a smart play by Lean to pull up for the mid-range jumper there, though. Now we'll see what they can do on the defensive end. Harriet Selby area finding it. Rosso down low. Saves it from going out of bounds. Nope, not in time. Turnover back to the Lady Patriots. One thing about this Harriet Selby team that I've come to realize, though, is they can play at any pace. They can play in a low-scoring game. They can play in a shootout. It doesn't matter what kind of game it is. They are built for any kind of style here. Now Lux with it in the backcourt, up ahead to Lean at the front. It was a couple weeks ago in Solely Butte where it was a 28-point game after 3 quarters. Gearing right there with the steal into the front court. Nice wherewithal to keep her dribble. Hands it off to Fiedler. Now back to Gearing. Gearing at the top. A couple of dribbles over to Anderson. Anderson looks to set things up. Passes over to Fiedler now. Fiedler up top to Schumacher. Schumacher, she's going to drive with the left around the defense. Shot up, and no, don't count the shot. It's going to be on the floor. So it'll be a foul going against Frickson. So Brittany Frickson picking up her first foul. Is going to stay Lady Wolverine basketball. Anderson with inbounds right to Rosso from the block up, and good. So Rosso with 6 points here in this ball game thus far. Lutz with it in the backcourt, picked up her dribble and tosses it into the hands of Fiedler. Fiedler down low and has her shot blocked. Lux coming away with the rebound here. She's going to dribble it up the court. Down low now, trying to get around. Rosso puts it up over Rosso and hits. Samantha Lux dropping in the 2 there. It's 10-7 down the other way. Schumacher leaves off for Rosso, and this time Rosso finishes down low. Back and forth we go. The energy picking up here. And so it's going to be Lady Patriots with it in the backcourt. Lux has it down low. Her pass picked off by Schumacher. Schumacher running right into a waiting Samantha Lux, and Samantha Lux draws the charge. Great play by the junior guard for the Lady Patriots. Great hustle, stepping in, taking the bump, and it's a turnover back to the Lady Patriots. Under 6 to go in this second quarter. This has the feel of a playoff game. These two teams going at it here. Lux now trying to get around the defense and nearly loses it. Picks it up, gets it to Frickson into the front court. Frickson splits the defense. Down low for Geyer. Geyer layup up and good. 12-9. Eureka-Bowdle not going anywhere. Annalise Gehring at the top with it into the front court. Coach Sawinski, you can see the frustration on his face as Gehring falls over, hands it off to Anderson, and now we got a foul or a timeout. Timeout called. So on the floor, a timeout. 12-9 is the score, courtesy of your Real Tough scoreboard. 5:25 to go in this second quarter. You're listening to KMLO. We're back in 60 seconds. And it's going to be Lady Wolverines with the basketball after the timeout as Sawinski drives down, hands it off to Zabel. Zabel now, weave action, hands it off to Schumacher, back out to Anderson. 3 on the way, left it just short. That was a great offensive ram play by the Lady Wolverines off the timeout, though. Execution was perfect, just couldn't knock down the shot. Now Frickson back the other way, trying to go around Rosso and gets the foul drawn. I wonder if that's going to go against Rosso if she was reaching in there. And it is going to go against Rosso. That is her first personal. Team foul number 4 as Waltz and Fiedler are going to check back in. Zabel and Kappeman are going to check out. So under the hoop is going to be Waltz to inbounds here. Under the hoop, near side baseline, gets it in to the recently checked in. That is Jesse Lux right there, number 10 with it, and nearly gets tied up. Anderson with the steal, hands it off to Sawinski. Sawinski now going to take it up the floor at the top, looks to set things up. Picks up her dribble down low for Rosso. Rosso just outside the block on the far side. Back up top for Fiedler. Fiedler eyes the 3, tries the 3, buys the 3. Rachel Fiedler giving the Lady Wolverines a much-needed basket right there. Waltz now spinning around the defense, passes it up for Lux. That's Jesse now over to Geyer. Geyer driving in, trying to get it up over Rosso and does so. Impressive shot from Crystal Geyer, our KMLO player of the game last night, as Sawinski drives down. Anderson left wide open for a 3. Off the mark, ball goes out of bounds. It's going to go back to the Lady Wolverines. So in this quarter, Lady Patriots have 8 points. The Harriet Selby area Lady Wolverines with just 7. And it's going to be Samantha Lux now with it. Samantha Lux in the backcourt, guarded by Sawinski. Goes around Sawinski into the front court, picks up her dribble, and we got a jump ball called as 3 different Lady Wolverines just kind of pounced there and able to cause the tie-up. It's going to go to the Lady Wolverines. So on the inbounds, it's going to be Sawinski. Lady Wolverines looking for a little offense here. Fiedler and Schumacher being kind of held down here early on. We got a trip there into the front court as Sawinski hits the deck. That foul is going to go against, looks like Grace Waltz picking up the foul there. That'll be her first personal, team foul number 5. Under 4 to go in this second quarter, 15-11. Harriet Selby area leads it on your Real Tough scoreboard. Anderson on the inbounds, and now trying to get around to Beekler. Hands it off to Schumacher. Schumacher over to Sawinski. Sawinski near side to Fiedler. Fiedler looking down low, nothing doing. Tries to spin around the defender now. Pulls it back out. Gets it up to Anderson. Down low for Rosso. Nice offense. Rosso just unable to finish. Harriet Selby area just cannot find the bottom of the net here. Offensively, they're doing what they need to do. Now up ahead, Schumacher with the steal. She's going to look to go around the defense. Shot up. Blocking foul is the call. And Schumacher will head to the line for a pair of free throws. Defense just a little late there trying to go in for the charge, as Lux is going to be picking up the foul there. It was Lux earlier who was able to draw the offensive foul. And Schumacher at the line for a pair. First one up and good. Schumacher, her first 4 free throws. She made 2 of them. She is now 3 of 5 at the line. Schumacher back at the line for one more here. Gearing on the floor along with Zabel, Fiedler, and Sawinski. It's Kappeman, Waltz, Schlechter, Geyer, and Lux. And second free throw missed. Rebound to the Lady Patriots, and Lady Patriots will then turn it over. So Schumacher misses the free throw battle on the rebound as Eureka-Bowdle turns it over. So it'll be gearing to inbounds under the hoop in the corner. Gets it to Schumacher up top for Fiedler. Working around the top of the paint. Over into the hands of Sawinski on the far side. Sawinski around everyone. Nice pass out to Fiedler. Corner 3 on the way and off the mark. Fight for the rebound, and Waltz pulls it away from Sawinski, then travels. So Eureka-Bowdle defensively doing an excellent job there and just couldn't quite finish the possession. Gotta be able to turn a rebound there into some positive aspects here. Can't give Harriet Selby area this many opportunities, and Gearing trips down, and it's going to be a foul going against Kappeman. Kappeman picking up her second there. That'll be team foul number 7, it looks like. That'll send Gearing to the line for the 1-on-1 situation. At the line this season, right around a 45% free throw shooter. As a team, this Harriet Selby area squad shoots about 60% from the line. First free throw on the way, and got it. Gearing back at the line for one more here. Her team up 17-11 with just about 3 minutes to go in this first half. Gearing back at the line for one more. Free throw up and good. Knocking them both in there, making it an 18-11 ball game. Kappeman now drives down on the near side sideline into the front court. Stops, looking for the pass. Gets it over to Beekler on the near side in the wing up top for Kappeman. Kappeman now picks up her dribble, gets it over to Waltz on the far side wing. Waltz will dribble into the top of the key and calls out a play now. A little 1-3-1 zone defense here from the Lady Wolverines. Now over to Beekler. Beekler on the near side, and actually it's a man-to-man defense here as Kappeman down low with it. She gets the bump, and that's going to be a foul going against the Lady Wolverines, and that'll put them at 5 team fouls. That foul going against Zabel. So Miranda Zabel picking up her first personal. Team foul number 5 under the hoop. Inbounds goes to Geyer, swings it over to Schlechter. Schlechter now up to Kappeman, and she's left open for the 3 off the mark. Rebound, Geyer with the putback up and good. Crystal Geyer with 8 points here in this second quarter. 8 points on the evening. Gearing now to take it up the floor. Into the front court at the top. Gets a screen. Nice hard screen there by Sawinski. Down low, Schumacher now with it. Able to get the floater in the lane up and good. Now we got a timeout on the floor. Coach Sandmeyer wants to talk things over. 2:11 to go in this second quarter. The Lady Wolverines lead at 20-13. You're listening to KMLO. We are back in 60 seconds.
Come down to Eureka Electric and see how Maytag lets you move mountains of laundry with the largest capacity agitator washer available among leading brands at 4.7 cubic feet. The Maytag Deep Fill option offers a maximum fill to help rinse away soils, while the Power Wash agitator's robust wash action removes tough stains. Add a 10-year limited parts warranty on the direct drive motor and wash basket, and you have the power to clean tough loads for the long haul. Available at Eureka Electric in Harriet.
All right, back from the break here as it will be Eureka-Bowdle basketball. Harriet Selby area on defense. They hold a 7-point lead. It's been a tough go of things here for Harriet Selby in this second quarter. In the first quarter, they had an 8-0 lead until Kappeman hit a buzzer-beating 3 at the end of the quarter, and that gave Eureka-Bowdle a ton of momentum. Leans pass now goes into the hands of Waltz. Waltz now will slow things up and sets things up. Gets it over to Kappeman on the far side beyond the arc. Now Kappeman looks to drive, pulls it back out over to Lean in the corner. She's going to drive baseline, pulls it back out, gets it to Kappeman down low for Geyer. Geyer out to Beekler. High post, a jumper on the way, and Rosso with the rebound as the shot was short. Schumacher with the board up ahead for Gearing in the corner on the far side. Gets it down low to a cutting Rosso. Rosso up with the right and good. Rosso now with 10 total points here. Her team up 22-13. Kappeman in the backcourt, getting up ahead to Lean. Lean now will slow things up. Over to Waltz on the near side. Now into the corner. With it is Beekler. Beekler bounce pass to Waltz, trying to go around Rosso. We're going to have a travel. So it's going to be a turnover back to the Lady Wolverines as Frickson and Schlechter check in. Beekler and Geyer will sit with a 1:20 to go in this first half. Inbounds to Gearing now. Gearing going to look to get around Kappeman in the full court press here. Gearing into the front court, hands it off to Sawinski. Sawinski at the top now, setting things up, man-to-man defense. Over to Schumacher, up top for Fiedler. Down low for Rosso, who had the position, and up with the shot, and good. Rosso with 8, 10, 12 points here. Down the other way, Waltz trying to get around the defense, does so into the front court. Under a minute to go in this first half. Frickson over to Lean in the corner. Lean now down low for Schlechter. Turns around on Rosso. Tries to go around Rosso. And Waltz right there grabs the rebound out of Rosso's hands. Then Rosso comes up with a blocked shot. Up ahead, Fiedler into the hands of Sawinski. Sawinski back to Fiedler. 3 on the way and buries it. Rachel Fiedler, 2 threes in this game, 6 total points. and it improves to a 14-point lead. Under 30 to go in this first half. Waltz now in the backcourt, picks up her dribble, gets it to Kappeman. Kappeman into the front court, 18 on the clock. They can hold for the final shot here. Hands it off into the hands of Frickson. She's going to drive down, looking outward. Now gets it to Lean. Long two on the way. Left it just short and fight for the rebound. We got a jump ball and possession arrow points to the Lady Patriots. 7 seconds on the clock. 27 to 13. You can operate here. You can still run a play as Zabel checks in. For the Lady Wolverines, got to play tight defense here. You have 7 seconds on defense. Eureka-Bowdle, the inbound goes to Frickson. Up top for Schlechter. Schlecter's got to go. 2 on the clock, trying to step through the defense. Stolen by Schumacher, and at the end of the first half, the Eureka-Bowdle Patriots trail this one by a score of 13 to 27. We're going to talk some halftime numbers here on KMLO after this 3-minute timeout.
Discover the benefits of Turner Drug and Bowdle, your community-first, locally owned pharmacy since 1985. A pharmacist that knows you and your family, always ready to answer your questions and provide you with exceptional service when filling your prescriptions. Turn to the pharmacy that turns your questions into answers. Turner Drug. Good luck, students, athletes, parents, and coaches. From everyone at Turner Drug and Bowdle. May you have a successful sports season and year of academics.
Cameron County Bank of Harriet and Paula, our team is dedicated to the traditions and service. We offer a wide array of products to accommodate all your financial needs, including checking and savings accounts, CDs, IRAs, loans, debit cards, credit cards, 24-hour ATM, and online banking. Make sure to check out our special notices in your monthly bank statements. We are the Cameron County Bank of Harriet and Paula, member FDIC, proud to serve you and proud to support the Wolverines.
Premier Equipment invites you to see how much better a loader can be. New all-in skid steer and compact track loaders provide excellent visibility, improving your overall efficiency. You can easily see down into the bucket and clearly view the bucket at full weight with the see-through area on the cap rope. Rear visibility is also among the best in the industry due to a large window, low engine hood, and no rear frame towers. See the difference for yourself. Stop by Premier Equipment in Eureka and Bowdle today.
Sports season is once again upon us. Do you sometimes feel like you're going in 7 different directions? Hi, this is Deb from Shorty Phone Stop in Selby, and we would like to make your life a little easier. So stop in for all your traveling snacks, ice cold beverages, and look for the new Pearl flavors coming soon. Also, fill your tanks with Shorty's top-tier Senex detergent gasoline. Good luck to all the students and athletes from all of us at Shorty's One Stop.
Be a part of the team at the Bowdle Healthcare Center that promotes the health and well-being of those served in the Bowdle Healthcare Center as they journey through life. Stop by or call Kirby Kaufman to inquire about the great employment opportunities available at the Bowdle Healthcare Center. Be recognized for your professional services as you work to improve the healthcare experience for customers and the services provided by the Bowdle Healthcare Center. Your friends, caring for life.
CFP Operation of Selby is your John Deere dealer of choice. From confident purchases to peace of mind service after the sale, the choice is clear. Go with the team that is committed to making sure your equipment is working as accurately and efficiently as possible. And good luck to the Harriet Selby area Wolverines teams. From everyone at CFP Operations of Selby, your John Deere dealer of choice. Browse inventory at DeereEquipment.com or call 649-7665 to schedule an appointment.
At the half here inside the Harriet Gymnasium as the Harriet Selby area Lady Wolverines lead the Eureka-Bowdle Lady Patriots 27 to 13 at the half. What an entertaining second quarter that was. It was an 8-3 ball game at the end of the first quarter. Harriet Selby area opened up the game on an 8-0 run. And then as the clock wound down in that end of that first quarter, Harley Kappeman with 1 second on the clock got the inbounds and launched a three, and that gave Eureka-Bowdle a ton of momentum into that second quarter. After scoring just 3 in the first, they scored 10 in the second, but it was not enough, or it hasn't been enough thus far, as Harriet Selby area found their groove in the last few minutes of that first half to lead at 27 to 13. Again, Harriet Selby area with 19 in that second quarter compared to just 10 for Eureka-Bowdle. And let's go ahead and look at some numbers here as Crystal Geyer, fresh off her 16-point performance last night against Sunshine Bible, has 8 in that first half, all in that second quarter, and all has been right down in the paint around the block. Harley Kappelman has the 3 that she hit at the end of the first quarter buzzer. Samantha Lux with 2 for the Lady Patriots. Over 10 turnovers in this game and have not shot a free throw. So that's an interesting line to look there as this game moves on. Last night against Sunshine Bible, Eureka-Bowdle got to the free throw line 27 times and made 17 of them. So we'll see if they're able to get down low. Rosso has been nothing short of impressive here tonight. We'll go into her numbers, plus get you the rest of the Harriet Selby area stats here on KMLO after this 3-minute timeout.
If just thinking about sports and all the extracurricular events this school year makes you hungry, then you have places to be. Dakota Country Store in Eureka is the perfect stop for you. Top up your tank before you go, and what's a road trip without snacks? They have beverage coolers, a slushy machine, chips, cold sandwiches, mini bars, and more, all to fuel your go. Plus, they deliver heating fuel if you need it for your home. Stay warm, drive safe, and good luck students and athletes from the Dakota Country Store in Eureka.
The Campbell County Insurance Agency is a proud sponsor of this Harriet Selby Wolverines sports broadcast, and we're proud to serve you. Whether you are looking to insure your home, vehicle, farm, crops, or if you're interested in obtaining health insurance, you can depend on us at the Campbell County Insurance Agency, conveniently located in the Campbell County Huntington, Harriet, and Pollock. To get an insurance quote or learn more about our insurance products, stop in and see Tom Mitchell or myself, Arnie Hansen, at the Campbell County Insurance Agency, or call 437-2294.
At Coutts Meat Market in Eureka, we are proud to provide you with all your processing, smoking, and curing needs since 1982. Whether it's pork, beef, or sausage, we will cut wraps to your specification. We also have an incredible selection of meat for your dinner table every day, as well as a cooler full of brats, snacks, sticks, turkey, sausage, amazing cheeses, cheese curds, and more. Come on in and get what you need. We're always happy to see you at Coutts Meat Market in Eureka. You can beat our prices, but you can't beat our meat.
Hey, all you sports fans sitting in the stands, listening in the car, or tuning in from home. I'm cheering right along with you for the Eureka-Bowdle Patriots tonight. It's your local florist, Caitlin, from Hometown Boutique in Eureka. When you want to send a special sports fan, player, coach, or teen mom a bouquet of flowers, call me. Stop by and see some of my samples or sport-themed bouquets. Who says you can't sport your favorite flower? Visit Hometown Boutique in Eureka today.
When it's time for agricultural, commercial, or residential improvements, you can rely on the guys from Harriet Concrete and Linton Concrete. No job is too big or too small. They can deliver ready-mix concrete, crushed rock, sand, gravel, and more directly to you. With over 50 years in business, Harriet Concrete and Linton Concrete are proud to deliver quality products at competitive prices. For a quote, call Harriet Concrete and Harriet at 605-437-2455 or Linton Concrete and Linton at 701-254-4681.
Just like the big old tree in our yard, our roots grow deep at First State Bank of Roscoe. We've been your bank for over 100 years, and we work hard to help grow your community. We're a full-service bank and continue to provide a personal touch to all of our customers. That's First State Bank of Roscoe with branches in Eureka and Bowdle. Never above the ice.
And we are back inside the Harriet Gymnasium as the Lady Wolverines of Harriet Selby lead this one 27-13. Got a score to pass along for you that I've seen here as the Solely Buttes Lady Chargers lead Highmore Herald 30-20 at the half. Again, that is the 4-5 matchup. Solely Buttes leads 30-20 over Highmore Herald. The winner of that plays the winner of Ipswich and Potter County. Meanwhile, the winner of this game between Harriet Selby area and Eureka-Bowdle plays the winner of Falkton and Edmond Central. Right now, Harriet Selby area with the 27-13 lead, and so far they are led tonight by Riley Rosso. Down low, she has 12 points, probably about 4 or 5 blocks, 4 or 5 more altered shots. been rebounding a ton. She right now leads the way for this Lady Wolverine squad. Madeline Schumacher's dropped in 7. She is 3 of 5 from the free throw line. Rachel Fiedler has 6. All 6 of those coming from beyond the arc. And Annalise Gearing with 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Both teams out on the floor here warming up. We're going to take one last quick break and then get set up for the second half tip-off brought to you by MDU. You are listening to KMLO. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Thorsten's and Trucking of Selby proudly sponsors local youth activities, athletes, and this sports broadcast of the Harriet Selby area Wolverines since 1943. Thorsten's and Trucking has been hauling grain, fertilizer, rock, grain byproducts, and more. Thorsten's and Trucking also provides CDL drug and alcohol testing. Tests are $35 and can be scheduled with Mary Carlson by calling 649-1220 or 848-0912. Thorsten's and Trucking of Selby, the people to know when there's something to go.
All right, now we are getting set up for second half action between Harriet Selby area and Eureka-Bowdle. It will be a Lady Wolverines with the basketball to start the second half. They will be going from left to right on your radio dial in the home white. Out on the floor, it's Anderson, Gearing, Schumacher, Fiedler, and Rosso. Again, they have the 27-13 lead, courtesy of your Real Tough scoreboard. And out on the floor now for Eureka-Bowdle, Robin Schlechter, Harley Kappeman, Samantha Lux, Grace Waltz, and Crystal Geyer. The Lady Patriots going right to left on your radio dial. Start the second half on defense. Fiedler will inbounds at the half-court line on the far side. Gets it into Anderson in the backcourt, and we are underway. Second half tip-off brought to you by MDU. Anderson drives down, leaves it off for Fiedler now on the far side wing. Gets the screen, goes right with it at the elbow now. Down low for Rosso. Rosso, nice catch there. Gets it back out to Fiedler. Eyes the three, tries the three, and buys the three. Rachel Fiedler, 9 total points, all from beyond the arc here tonight. Whistle on the inbounds there as it will be Eureka-Bowdle now with the basketball. Lux in the backcourt battling the full court press. Up ahead to Waltz. Waltz into the front court for Geyer. Had it tipped and comes up with it. Now tries to drive down low. Nearly loses it. Dives after it. Picks it up and rolled around just a little too much. That's going to be a travel and a turnover. So the Lady Wolverines start off with a 3 and now get a turnover. Looking to add to the lead here. Inbounds to Fiedler in the backcourt, battling the full court press here. Fiedler now going to drive into the front court, picked up by Geyer. Hands it off to Gearing. Gearing with a little weave action into the high post. Pass out to Fiedler, and Fiedler is on fire. Rachel Fiedler has knocked down 12 points, 4 beyond the arc. That's right, she shot 4 threes and she has 12 points. Now off the inbounds, Lux drives down, has her pass taken away by Fiedler. Fiedler stops, leaves it off for Rosso at the top. Gets off to Gearing on the far side. Drives down, now down low for Rosso into the paint. Up with the shot and good. Rosso keeps it going with 14 points. Now we have a timeout as Coach Sandmeyer wants to talk things over as Harriet at Selby area has opened up an 8-0 run to start this second half. You are listening to KMLO. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout. We will leave it here, actually, as the Lady Wolverines lead it 35-13. 6:43 to go in this third quarter as Harriet Selby area, after a minute and 17 seconds, have gone in this first half. They are on an 8-0 run. So it is going to be Eureka-Bowdle with the basketball as it's Kapman Beekler into the game now, along with Waltz, and it looks like Frickson over there, and Schlechter. So Coach Sandmeyer making a couple of substitutions here. Beekler gets the inbound, hands it off to Kapman, trying to split the defense. Leaves off for Beekler on the far side into the front court now. Good job beating the full court press there. Kapman drives middle around the defense with the right, has it picked off and stolen. There's Fiedler again. Fiedler driving down. She'll stop, pops, and off the mark, and now fight for the ball as 3 players go down. Jump ball is the call. It's going to stay Eureka-Bowdle basketball. Nice job there by the defense. I think that was a couple of different players there, and that was quite the effort there on the rebound. So it's going to be Lady Patriots basketball as Geyer is going to check back in. Kapman into inbounds, a little 2-2-1 full court press from the Lady Wolverines. Beekler with it, gets it to Kapperman. Kapperman in the backcourt, up ahead for Geyer, and able to catch the bobble, gets it into the paint, and draws the foul against Rosso. Geyer, a nice job driving down into the lane, gets the contact, and she's at the line for a pair of free throws. Rosso picking up her second personal, team foul number 1. Geyer at the line, first trip to the free throw line tonight for the Lady Patriots, misses the first one. Miranda Zabel going to check back into this ball game, as Rosso going to sit down with those 2 fouls. Look to see if Eureka-Bowdle can take advantage of Riley Rosso on the bench, her first time sitting down here tonight. See if the athleticism of Eureka-Bowdle can take over and get a little run going here, as Geyer misses both of them. Down low off the rebound, Gearing with it, has her shot blocked by Crystal Geyer. That was a great pass as Gearing had it, just took a little too long to get the shot off. Crystal Geyer with a great hustle to run down and block it. It's going to stay Lady Wolverine basketball. Schumacher will inbound under the hoop. Schumacher up top for Fiedler. She's feeling it here right now. Now a nice pick and roll by Gearing, and we have a travel. That was great execution there by the Lady Wolverines on the pick and roll, as Gearing rolled down, but just a little too many steps down when she got into the paint. So with 6 minutes to go in this third quarter, it's Lady Patriots with the basketball, as Lean has checked back into this game. Waltz to take it up the floor into the front court, across the half-court line, gets it to Beekler on the far side wing. Beekler up top for Lean, swinging around the top of the key now. Down low, looking for Beekler. Beekler up top for Lean. Lean's going to dribble it in at the free throw line with the left to Frickson for 3. Off the mark, rebound, and fought for, goes out of bounds as Waltz and Fiedler are battling for it. It goes out of bounds, last touch by Waltz. It'll be Fiedler to inbound. Full court pressure here from the Lady Patriots. Fiedler gets it into the hands of Anderson. Anderson nearly loses it. Keeps her dribble, though, in the backcourt, guarded by Beekler. Beekler, a good on-ball defender here. And Anderson able to get into the front court, leaves it off for Zabel. Zabel now hands it off to Schumacher. A little weave action. This play's been working for the Lady Wolverines as Anderson lines up a 3 off the mark. Frickson with the rebound. Frickson looks to push. Nice pass up ahead to Waltz. Waltz fakes, gets it back up top for Frickson. Now over to Lean. Lean 4-3 from the near side. Off the mark. Fight for the rebound. Waltz able to grab it and goes around the defense and draws the foul, as Waltz will now inbounds under the hoop. That foul going against number 22. That is Miranda Zabel. And that will be her second. Team foul number 2. Inbound goes into Geyer. Geyer shot up, and Schumacher had the block, and now we got a jump ball. Nice play by Madeline Schumacher. Keeping the position, putting her arm straight up in the air to avoid the foul, and gets the block shot. And now she will inbound. Full court pressure here from the Lady Patriots into the hands of Anderson. Anderson, a couple of spin moves now. Crosses over with the left, gets it into the front court with a spin move. Now hands it off to Gearing. Thought Gearing was going to give her a screen, and Gearing now has it at the top. Gearing passes it over for Fiedler on the near side wing with it beyond the arc. Cross-court pass to Schumacher. Schumacher dribbles in with the left, out to Zabel. Zabel dribbles it around the top, gets it in the hands of Anderson. 8 on the shot clock. Nice cut by Gearing. Out to Schumacher. Schumacher hits the 3. Oh, no, a travel was called. Another nice play offensively by the Lady Wolverines. Gearing gets called to the travel once again, as Schumacher had the 3-point knocked down there. Under 5 to go in this third quarter. 35-13 is the score. Lean's going to drive in. Up top now for Geyer. Geyer, a couple of dribbles around everyone with the right. She'll pull up for the mid-range jumper. Off the mark, rebound to Fiedler, and Fiedler's going to look to push. She has Gearing up ahead to the court. She's going to pass it up to Gearing. Gearing's going to try baseline, trying to get around the defense. Double team now over to Schumacher. Schumacher drives in with the left. Hop step in the lane, up with the right. No good. A rebound to Frickson. Frickson now looks to push. Frickson into the front court now at the top. Sets things up. 2-3 zone from the Lady Wolverines into the hands of Lean. Lean to the middle to Beekler. Beekler trying to go around everyone. Gets it up top for Frickson. Frickson drives with the left out to Lean. Lean one dribble in. Jump shot on the way and good. Lydia Lean gives the Lady Patriots their first 2 points of this third quarter. 4 minutes to go in the quarter. Inbound goes to Fiedler now. Full court pressure here still from Eureka-Bowdle. Fiedler now, nice crossover with the left into the paint. Shot up, no good, but a blocking foul call. Looks like that'll go against Crystal Geyer. Nice fluid move there by Fiedler, faking right, crossing over with the left. Putting up the shot, drawing the contact at the line for a pair. Geyer picking up her second personal. Fiedler at the line for the first time tonight. Her first free throw up and good. Substitution here as Swinsky checks in, Kapman in, Rosso in, and Lux in. Fiedler on the season averages right around 15 points a game. She's about a 76% free throw shooter at the line for one more here. Fiedler up with the free throw and good. 37 to 15. Eureka-Bowdle trails here. Harriet Selby area found life there late in that second quarter and have not looked back since. Waltz now gets it over to Frickson. Frickson going to drive baseline, pulls up for the jumper over Rosso off the mark. Fight for the rebound now. We got a jump ball, and it's going to stay Eureka-Bowdle basketball. So Kaplan will inbounds under the hoop, near side baseline. 4 spread at about the free throw line. Inbounds goes to Geyer. Geyer cross-court pass to Lux. Lux on the far side with it. Cross-court pass now to Kaplan. Kaplan 4-3. Just a bit short to the right. Rebound there for the Patriots, and that was Samantha Lux dropping in another 2 there. This Eureka-Bowdle team fighting hard all the way through. Kendall Sawinski hands it off for Schumacher. The playmakers for Harriet Selby area starting to step up here. Down low for Rosso. Nice play by Geyer, stepping in front, getting the steal. And we got a blocking foul on the backboard. I believe Rosso just picked up number 3. And that foul is going to be against Rosso. So Rosso picking up her 3rd personal. Zabel going to check back in, lean it back into the game. Rosso going to sit, and Walt's going to sit. Eureka-Bowdle looking to find some life here, but the problem is you got Rachel Fiedler and Madeline Schumacher on the floor for Harriet Selby area. 2 tough offensive players to guard. Frickson going to fire from 3 and hits. 37 to 20. Eureka-Bowdle battling hard here. Schumacher now into the front court. Down low into the paint. Nice pass out to Fiedler. 3 from the corner off the mark. And Zabel running in. Nearly had the rebound. It's going to go out of bounds off her hand. It'll be back to the Lady Patriots as Gearing going to check in. Anderson going to sit down and rest. And it's going to be Lux into the backcourt with it. She'll take it up the floor now. Joined by Beekler, Lean, Frickson, and Geyer. Lux, guarded by Gearing at the top, goes into the area of Sawinski. Now picks it up, gets it over for Kapman. 2-3 zone here from the Lady Wolverines still. Now over to Frickson. Frickson drives around Schumacher. Schumacher with the block out of bounds. Nice play there by Schumacher, letting the play develop right as Frickson went up for the shot. Schumacher just puts her hands up and knocks it out of bounds. Kapman on the inbound. Gets it to Frickson, open from the corner and hits. Brittany Frickson back-to-back 3s, and we got a 14-point ball game again. Gearing now into the hands of Schumacher. Schumacher back to Gearing into the front court on the far side sideline with it. Gets a screen at the top of the key now with it. Hands it off for Fiedler. Fiedler's going to race in with the left shot up with the right and good. And just like that, Rachel Fiedler with another answer. 39-23. Rachel Fiedler having herself a 3rd quarter here, and Lux driving down has it knocked out of bounds by Schumacher. Fiedler here with 6, 8, 10 points in this quarter, 16 in the game. She is the reason this Harriet Selby team is up by 16 here. Frickson driving baseline, reverse layup won't quite go, and Sawinski comes away with the rebound, driving down the middle of the floor, and well, now smartly pulls it back out, driving down now and going to get the foul against Lux. So Lux will pick up her 2nd personal. Back in the game here, Lauren Grage. And for Eureka-Bowdle, it's Paige Beekler. Schumacher going to sit and Kapman going to sit. Schumacher gets a nice ovation from the crowd there. Fiedler, 2 inbounds under the hoop, far side. Looks to get it in now. Fiedler up top for Zabel at the top of the key. Zabel going to hand it off to Gearing. Gearing now waits. Now into a cutting Fiedler at the elbow. Back out to Zabel. Fake. She's going to drive in with the right. Passes it back out for Fiedler. 4-3. Oh my goodness, she made another. Rachel Fiedler is on fire in this 3rd quarter. That's her 3rd made 3 of the quarter. Now back the other way. Lux with it. Cross-court pass to Frickson. Frickson stops. Will drive in with the right. Runner in the lane. Off the mark. Rebound to Lauren Grage. Inbounds, it's to Zabel. Now up ahead to Sawinski. She's going to drive in. Nice pass out for Gearing to try 4-3. Off the mark, just short. Rebound to Beekler. Beekler into the hands of Lean. Lean up ahead for Frickson. Nice defense by Graves there to get back. And now Frickson going to drive in long two on the way. Can't hit. Fiedler with the rebound. We got a reach in from Beekler. Beekler going to pick up her second personal. How about the quarter from Rachel Fiedler, folks? She has 9 points from beyond the arc. She's made 3 threes, 2 of 2 at the free throw line, and another 2-point bucket as well. She has 13 points in the quarter. Rachel Fiedler, 2 inbounds now. Gets it into the hands of Gearing. Gearing in the backcourt. Over to Sawinski. Sawinski going to drive it down into the front court now. At the top, looks to set things up. Has Waltz on her. Gets a screen, and it's going to be an illegal screen. And so it's going to be a turnover, and Zabel setting the screen there gets called for the foul. That'll be her third personal. 26.8 seconds to go in this third quarter. 42-23. Harriet Selby area with the lead. At the top, Waltz trying to maneuver. Goes down the baseline around the defense. Shot up. Tough shot up and good. Grace Waltz knocks down her first 2 of the game. 13 seconds to go in this third quarter. Annalise Gearing into the backcourt. Gets it into the front court now. 5 on the clock. Drive it in. Hands it off for Graves. Long 2 on the way. Missed it. Ball fight for it. Zabel saves it at the buzzer. The clock strikes 0. So at the end of 3 quarters, the Harriet Selby area Lady Wolverines lead at 42-25. Courtesy of your Real Tough scoreboard. You're listening to KMLO. We're back for fourth quarter action after this 60-second timeout.
Eureka Manufacturing in Eureka has been quoting your steel needs, large or small, since 1987. Eureka Manufacturing proudly supports our area youth tonight. Big cheer for our students, athletes, and coaches. The knowledgeable staff at Eureka Manufacturing wishes you the best of luck. Go all out, all game, all season long. And whether you're looking for sandblasting services or you're in need of steel fabrication, steel quotes, fuel tanks, or farm and truck repairs, come see us. The friendly folks at Eureka Manufacturing.
Today, thousands of people insure their homes with auto owners homeowners insurance. With that many satisfied customers, Marinville Insurance of Selby, Gavin, Pollock must be doing something right, like providing low-cost quality protection and a claim service that is second to none. And you even save money by insuring both your home and car with their no-problem auto owners insurance agency. Dan, Rich, or Sarah of Marinville Insurance of Selby, Gavin, or Pollock, proud supporter of the Harriet Selby area Wolverines.
Start of the fourth quarter. Rachel Fiedler with the basketball at 13 points in that third quarter. Hands it off for Rosso. It is now stolen by Beekler, and now a foul against Rosso, picking up a number 4. So just like that, Rosso might have to sit back down with those 4 fouls. You do not want her picking up a fifth foul too early. However, in a game last night, I saw a first that I have never seen. A girl picked up 6 personal fouls in a high school basketball game. So, who knows? Waltz at the top with it, gets it over for Kappeman. Kappeman going to fire from 3 off the mark. Lean with the rebound. Nice hustle, leaves it out for Waltz, and Waltz loses it, picked up by Fiedler. Fiedler looks to race down now at the top, slowly pulls things out and is going to set things up. Gets it over for Anderson on the far side. Anderson now to a cutting Schumacher at the high post. Now back into the top of the key. Back to Fiedler on the near side wing. Down low for a cutting Gearing. Gearing out top for Schumacher. Drives in with the left. Top step in the lane. Shot with the right. Up and good. Schumacher able to finish there. 44-25. A 19-point lead. Kapman over to Waltz on the far side. Bounce pass into the corner to Geyer. Geyer over with the left. Jump shot up with the right and good. Shot for shot, both teams going at it here in the fourth quarter. Early on, Gearing into the front court now. Hands it off for Zabel. Zabel going to run around and hand it off to Schumacher into the corner to Gearing. Back to Schumacher. Thought about the 3. Passes it up for Zabel. Zabel to a cutting Anderson. Anderson into the paint. Couldn't quite finish. And Gearing had a chance at the rebound. Goes off her hands and it'll be out of bounds back to the Lady Patriots. Checking in for the Lady Patriots, number 34, Janessa Jacobs, a 5'2", 7th grade guard. Jacobs getting her first action here in the playoffs. Eureka-Bowdle, a very young team here, a couple of 8th graders, 7th grader now. Waltz now drives drives down, hands it off to Jacobs, gets it into the hands of Geyer. Baseline jumper on the way off the mark and fighting for the rebound. Jacobs nearly comes away with it. Schumacher instead grabs it, gives it over to Fiedler, and Fiedler going to drive down. Fiedler into the hands of Schumacher. Schumacher into the paint. A lot of traffic there as Schumacher will draw the foul. Schumacher going to head to the line for a pair of free throws as that foul going against. I didn't see who the number was that they put up there. It's going to go against Jacobs, who recently checked in 7th grader. That'll be her first. And inbounds to Fiedler in the corner. So it was not a shooting foul. Back to Schumacher in the corner. Schumacher up top for Zabel. 4th team foul going against Eureka-Bowdle there. Zabel now over to Schumacher on the far side. Gets a screen from Zabel. Schumacher going to drive and loses it into the hands of Jacobs. Jacobs running the floor. Now hands it off over to Waltz. Waltz back up top for Beekler. Over to Frickson. Frickson for 3. Top of the key and hits it. Brittany Frickson. Her last 3 3-point attempts have been good. 9 points for her now. 44-30. Anytime, though, the Eureka-Bowdle sniffs a comeback, Rachel Fiedler is down on the other end to answer. This time it's going to be Schumacher driving down with the answer. 46-30. It seems like each quarter Harriet Selby area has had a different girl step up here. And now we're going to get a timeout as Coach Sandmeyer wants to talk things over. Lady Wolverines leading at 46-30. 5:22 to go in this 4th quarter, courtesy of your Real Tough scoreboard. You're listening to KMLO. We'll be back in 30 seconds. All right, we'll leave it here, and there's 5:22 to go in this 4th quarter. The Lady Wolverines mounting a 16-point lead here. It's 46-30. Again, the winner of this game will play the winner of Fulton area Edmond Central. If Harriet Selby area hangs on to win, they will host the next game, and if they do host, that game will be on Thursday. It will be in Selby with a 7 p.m. tip-off. I'll be in Selby for the call if it is, in fact, a Harriet Selby area Wolverine win tonight. If Eureka-Bowdle ends up coming back and winning, they will be traveling to either Fulton area or Edmond Central. Bounce pass down low to Schlechter. We got a tie-up. It's going to stay Lady Patriot basketball. So it'll be an inbounds under the hoop for Waltz. Waltz looks to get it in now. Up top for Schlechter at the free throw line. Going to put the ball on the floor. Shot up, and we got a foul called and a hold. That foul is going to go against Anderson, and with it on the floor, they're going to say Schlechter was shooting. They're going to say Schlechter was shooting, so she'll be at the line for a pair of free throws here. Schlechter, her first trip to the line tonight. Couple of dribbles now, eyes it up, shot on the way, and knocks it in. Schlecter's free throw shooting as the season has gone on, there's been great improvement, has a very good free throw stroke there, as her percentage has gone up each and every game. Back to the line for one more here. Couple of dribbles, eyes it up, shot on the way, and that one left short. Schumacher with the rebound, and it looks like we're going to have an injury timeout as Schlecter's going to check out of this game as Geyer is going to check in. Coach Sandmeyer going over to check on her player there, and it's going to be Harriet Selby area with it. Sawinski has it in the backcourt, guarded by Geyer. Sawinski now around Geyer, leaves it off for Grage. Grage up top for Schumacher. Schumacher fakes, drives left now with it out to Sawinski. 3 from the corner on the way and buries it. Sawinski with the long 3 there. Actually, no, they called that a 2. The long 2 there for Sawinski. Over to Frickson now. Frickson going to drive in. We got a blocking foul there going against the defense. So Kendall Sawinski thought it was a 3. It's a 2, so it's going to be 48-31. Now on the other end, a foul will send Brittany Frickson to the line for a pair of free throws. Frickson's first trip to the free throw line here tonight. Just an 8th grader here for this Lady Patriot squad. Misses the free throw. And rebound to Anderson, up ahead to Sawinski at the top. Setting things up. Gets it over for Schumacher. Schumacher on the near side with it. Up top for Grade. Down low to a cutting Fiedler off her chest into the hands of Lux. Lux now pushing it up the floor here. Gets it into the hands of Kappenman. Kappenman back to Lux at the top. They're down by 17 with 4:20 to go in this ball game. Frickson now trying to drive around the defense, steps in, and I think she took one too many steps there. Oh no, we're going to have a foul against the Lady Wolverines going against Kendall Sawinski. Sawinski picking up her first personal. That will send Frickson back to the line. 1-on-1 situation coming here. Eyes it up, shot on the way, and left it long. Fight for the rebound, tapped out, and Fiedler and Waltz hit the floor after, and I think Waltz stepped on the out-of-bounds line. Yeah, her back hit the out-of-bounds line, so that's going to go back to the Lady Wolverines. Good hustle there by both Fiedler and Waltz after that loose ball there. Schumacher now 2 inbounds under the hoop in the back court. Full court press here from the Lady Patriots. Gets it into Fiedler. Handles the low pass out to Anderson now. Anderson driving down with the left into the front court. Slows things up. Hands it off to Sawinski. Sawinski picks up by Geyer. Goes in and has it just ripped out of her hands by Waltz. And Waltz will draw the foul. What a play there by Grace Waltz. That was a nice drive there by the Lady Wolverines of Waltz, or by Waltz, yeah, there with the steal. Just strips it out of the hands. Waltz at the free throw line. 1-on-1 situation. Free throw on the way. Off the mark. Rebound for Geyer. Geyer up with the putback. Can't get it to go. Schumacher gets the rebound. Schumacher now up the court with it. Leaves it off for Fiedler. Fiedler picked up in the wing, far side. Now over to Anderson. Anderson to Sawinski. Sawinski looking inside and now drives in. Passes it out for Fiedler. Fiedler is going to step back beyond the arc. Passes it off for Schumacher. Schumacher drives in around the defense, there, as Kappeman comes away with the steal and draws the foul. So Kappeman will be going back the other way to shoot 2 free throws. That foul going against Schumacher. And Rosso and Gearing looks like they'll get set to check back in, as Kappeman at the line for the first time tonight has not scored since her buzzer-beating 3 at the end of the first quarter. Double bonus time here as Harriet Selby area at 10 team fouls. First free throw up and off the mark. And Eureka-Bowdle in this second half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 of 8 from the free throw line. Kappeman back at the line for one more. Free throw on the way and in and out. Rosso had the rebound go right through her hands. Frickson picks it up. Shot up, won't go, and Fiedler able to corral the rebound now. Fiedler will walk it up into the front court. Tries to get around Frickson. Frickson nearly stole it. Gets it into the hands of Gearing. Gearing now at the top, guarded by Lux. Hands it off for Grage. Passes it over for Sawinski. Sawinski on the near side over to Gearing. Gearing a couple dribbles. Passes it to Fiedler. Now down low for Rosso. Rosso nearly had it stolen, and now Eureka-Bowdle does come up with the steal. Waltz comes out of the pack with it. Kappeman into the front court at the top. Hands it off over for Lux. 3 on the way and buries it. Samantha Lux with a 3, and just like that, we got a timeout on the floor. Coach is going to talk things over. 48-34, under 3 to go in this ball game. You are listening to KMLO. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout.
It's finally time for a break. Please pass the chips and my pop. No, that's my pop and don't that pop.
Hey, I'll take my wings and a napkin. Our deli solves mealtime, our snack aisles have something for everyone, and our beverage coolers are always ice cold.
Grab all your snacks for game time or any kind of visit Drake's Place of Coffee.
Say bring it to me, Dada.
All right, we are back from the break here with 2:53 to go in this fourth quarter. The Harriet Selby area Lady Wolverines trying to hang on and advance to the next round. If they do hang on for the win, they will host in Selby. If Eureka-Bowdle is able to come back and win, they will be traveling to the winner of Edmond Central Boston area. Out on the floor for Harriet Selby area, Gearing, Sawinski, Fiedler, Zabel, and Rosso. On the floor here for Eureka-Bowdle, it is Samantha Lux, Crystal Geyer, Brittany Frickson, Harley Kappeman, and Grace Waltz. Fiedler 2 inbounds into the backcourt. Full court press here from the Lady Patriot. Inbound goes to Sawinski on the far side in the backcourt. Has Waltz on her. Couple of dribbles now with the right. Crossover back to the left behind the back dribble to the right. Gets a screen. Goes right. Looking down low for Rosso. Nothing. Up top for Gearing. Down low for Rosso now. Rosso over to Sawinski. drives baseline, pulls it back out. Up top for Fiedler, 4-3. Oh my goodness, she did it again. Another three-pointer. That is 1, 2, 5, 6 threes for Rachel Fiedler. At the top, Grace Waltz with it. Gets it over into the hands of Frickson for 3 off the mark, and fight for the rebound as Waltz ran into Zabel. That's going to be a foul going against Waltz there. That'll be just the 5th team foul against the Lady Patriots. Waltz taking up her 2nd. Fiedler 2 inbounds in the corner in the backcourt far side. Fiedler looks to inbound now. Gets it in for Zabel on the far side with it. Zabel back to Fiedler. Fiedler around the defense into the front court. Drives in, slows things up, spins around. Now down low for Rosso. Rosso with the shot. Wouldn't fall and taps it out into the hands of Sawinski. Sawinski's jumper won't go. Rosso with the board and the putback. Riley Rosso had 12 in that first half. She's been held pretty quiet in the second half. 16 total points here now. As on the ensuing possession, Eureka-Bowdle had it tipped out of bounds. It'll stay Lady Patriot basketball. And looks like we have a substitution. Lean is going to check in as Geyer is going to sit down and rest. Lux 2 inbound now. Under 2 minutes to go. Kappenman with it. Eureka-Bowdle needs some instant offense here. Lux going to try 4-3. Top of the key. Off the mark. Rebound to Rosso. And Rosso nearly had it stolen by Frickson. Jump ball is called. Great job by Brittany Frickson running in and tying it up. And Eureka-Bowdle squad wanted a foul against Rosso there, and Brittany Frickson hit the floor there. And it's going to be Sawinski into the front court. Steps, holds up, gets it to Gearing. Now over to Zabel on the far side. Zabel a couple of dribbles, and Kappenman racing in, trying to get the steal. Is going to get called for the reach, and that'll be foul number 3 on her. Team foul number 6. Stay Lady Wolverine basketball. Gearing has it on the far side. Gets it into Sawinski in the backcourt with it, guarded by Lean. Sawinski trying to get around Lean. Does so with the behind the back dribble. And that nice crossover with the left gets it to Gearing. Gearing back to Sawinski. Over for Fiedler. Going to try for it again. This time it won't fall. So Rachel Fiedler is human. She can miss a shot. Kappenman up ahead for Lux. Lux now over to Lean. She's going to eye the 3, try the 3, off the mark on the 3. Ball hits the floor, bodies after it, and Eureka-Bowdle comes away with it. Kappenman fires a jumper off the mark. Rosso there with the board, hands it off for Zabel. Zabel now hands it off for Fiedler. Under a minute to go, and Frickson is going to foul Fiedler. With a minute to go, Eureka-Bowdle seeing their season kind of fade away here. It is a 19-point lead. Harriet Selby area with it. Rachel Fiedler at the line for the 1-1 situation. 2 of 2 at the line here tonight. Couple of dribbles now. Eyes it up. Shot on the way and good. Fiedler back at the line here. One more 20-point lead here. It looks like Harriet Selby area will probably hang on to advance. And second free throw off the mark from Fiedler. Eureka-Bowdle, though, I know how they play. They're going to fight hard till the end. Frickson, corner 3 on the way, off the mark. Rosso able to corral the rebound, gets it out to Sawinski. Up ahead for Fiedler, wide open down the lane. Nice pass to Gearing. Gearing up with a shot, couldn't quite finish. Great wherewithal by Rachel Fiedler there, knowing they had the 2-on-1 situation. Good bounce pass to Gearing, and Gearing able to draw the foul at the line for a pair of free throws here. Spins it, eyes it up, shot on the way, and knocks it in. Substitution here as a slew of substitutions come in for Eureka-Bowdle. Let's see if we can get all these. It is, where do we start here? Jessie Lux, number 10 into the game, and Janessa Jacobs, 34. Number 25, Abby Aldinger, and number 33, Maya Ebel into the game. And free throw up from Gearing, up and good. So Coach Sandmeyer getting the reserves who put in so much time during the season, getting them a little bit of action here at the end of the season. It's going to be Aldinger with it. Leaves it off over for Lux. Jesse trying to drive in, out to Aldinger. Long 2 on the way, and she hits. Abby Aldinger knocks in the long jumper, and we got a timeout. We got substitution for the blown whistle there as Harriet Selby going into their bench as both teams 5 that are coming off getting good ovations in the game for Harriet Selby area. Let's see if we can get those for you. And it's Brenna Helm, Bella Brandner. It looks like I see Kayla Gill out there. And pass goes tipped out of bounds. Isabel Cooker has checked in as well. Sophia Von Walden. And a number that I don't have on the floor, number 21. Off the inbounds, it's going to be taken by Helm. Gets it into the hands of Gill on the far side. 20 seconds on the clock, and Aldinger comes away with the steal. Aldinger now sets, gets it over for, that is Evil for a 3. Janessa Jacobs saves it on the rebound, and Aldinger has it, gets it on over for Evil. And no, it's tipped, no stolen, no jump ball. Sophia Von Wall coming in and causing the tie-up. Her and Evil going after it. 5.5 to go. As Harriet Selby area is going to advance here to play the next round. And into Aldinger. Aldinger, a couple dribbles with the left. She'll fire up a 3 at the buzzer. Ball goes out of bounds, and that is the ball game. The Harriet Selby area Lady Wolverines take this one by a final of 56-37, courtesy of your Real Tough Scoreboard. You're listening to KMLO. We're going to take a timeout. We'll get you your final game stats and get things set up for the next round of action. So keep it locked to KMLO. We'll be back after this 3-minute timeout.
As the snow flies, it's nice to know that you don't have to break your back to get rid of all the unwanted piles in your driveway when you have Jensen Rock and Sand to do the work. We will be happy to come to your home to remove your snow and get you back on the road. For more information on rates or to get you on our schedule for cleanup, give us a call at 845-7213 and leave the snow removal to us. Jensen Rock and Sand of Mobridge, here for all of your snow removal needs. 845-7213.
back inside the Harriet Gymnasium here. Once again, the final score 56-37. Harriet Selby area will move on to the next round here, and taking a look at that, we'll see them either host. It will be Fulton area or Edmond Central. Still don't know the winner of that game. As soon as we do, we'll get that to you. So Harriet Selby area will host on Thursday. It will be in Selby. I'll be there for the call, and possibly joined by head coach of the Harriet Selby area boys basketball team, Chris Heddick, on the call there. So let's go ahead and get you some final game numbers, and then we'll get the rest of things set up for the rest of the week. For Eureka-Bowdle, they valiant effort, a great season. They improved tremendously throughout the season. They finished off the regular season 3-3, a 500 record. They won a playoff game. Come in here tonight, they give up a valiant effort, just not quite enough as they fall short to the Lady Wolverines of Harriet Selby area. Leading the way for them tonight, it was Crystal Geyer. She had 10 points. Brittany Frickson knocked in 9, all from beyond the arc. Samantha Lux had 7. She knocked in a 3. Brittany Frickson already said that. She had 9. Harley Kappeman with 3. Grace Waltz had 2. Robin Schlechter 1 from the free throw line. Lydia Lean and Abby Aldinger off the bench had 3. Lydia Lean with 2 for the Lady Patriots, who were 1 of 9 at the free throw line. For Harriet Selby area, it was Rachel Fiedler leading the way with 23 points. She knocked in 6 threes. That's right, 6 3-pointers. She had 18 from beyond the arc, was 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Madeline Schumacher added 11. Riley Rosso was 16 down low. Annalise Gearing had 4, and Kendall Sawinski with 2. As a team, they were 10 of 14 from the free throw line. So let's go ahead and take another 2-minute break. We're going to come back, get things set up for the rest of the week here, get you an idea of what to expect, and then we'll come back and we'll send you on your way. Again, you're listening to KMLO. We'll be back after this 2-minute timeout.
Harriet Livestock Market is the home of the Friday sale. Active sales every Friday with numerous special sales held throughout the year. For upcoming sales and more information about Harriet Livestock, visit harrietlivestock.com. For livestock appraisal, just call 437-2265. Like Harriet Livestock on Facebook for the up-to-the-minute market reports and news. Good luck, Wolverine students and athletes, from everyone at Harriet Livestock Market.
Corn, cattle, soybeans,
Producers in our area raise a lot of different things.
hogs, wheat,
But for over 80 years, they needed to rise to a challenge or opportunity. They've gone to
Core Trust Bank.
Core Trust, my Core Trust Bank.
for operating lines of credit, land, livestock, and equipment loans. Core Trust Bank. Raise your expectations. Member FDIC.
Come down to Reeker Electric and see how Maytag lets you move mountains of laundry with the largest capacity agitator washer available among leading brands at 4.7 cubic feet. The Maytag Deep Fill option offers a maximum fill to help rinse away soils, while the Power Wash agitator's robust wash action removes tough stains. Add a 10-year limited parts warranty on the direct drive motor and wash basket, and you have the power to clean tough loads for the long haul. Available at Reeker Electric in Harriet. Discover the benefits of Turner Drug in Bowdle, your community-first, locally owned pharmacy since 1985. A pharmacist that knows you and your family, always ready to answer your questions and provide you with exceptional service when filling your prescriptions. Turn to the pharmacy that turns your questions into answers. Turner Drug. Good luck, students, athletes, parents, and coaches, from everyone at Turner Drug in Bowdle. May you have a successful sports season and year of academics.
All right, we are back from the break, just getting things set up here for the rest of the week. Again, Harriet Selby area will host on Thursday in Selby. They will play the winner of Fulton area and Edmond Central. And I was just looking to see if I could find a final there for you. Not really having any luck, though. So as soon as we know, tune into Sports Tomorrow. Andy Shue in his sports report. He'll have all the matchups here. Early on, though, tonight, I did see that it was Solely Buttes leading Highmore Herald. So if they hung on to win, it will be Highmore, or it will be Solely Buttes versus the winner of Ipswich and Potter County. So, here we do have a final, as if I'm reading this right, Ipswich did win. Yep, Ipswich won 67-46 over Potter County. So Ipswich will move on, and they will play. Let's see if we have a final here for Sully Buttes. Seeing if I can find something here for you. And it doesn't look like it. I'm going to go ahead and, like you give predict that Sully Buttes will advance. So I believe it'll be Ipswich versus Sully Buttes. It's going to be Harriet Selby area versus Faulkton area. Winner of those two games will move on to the Sodak 16. We'll have the call right here on KMLO for the Harriet Selby area versus the winner of Faulkton area and Edmond Central. That game will be in Selby. I will be joined by head coach of the boys basketball team, Chris Heddick, for that game. So a little insight, kind of give you an idea of how their season is going as the Lady Wolverines will take on the Lady Trojans. All right, the only thing we have left to do is give away our player of the game. So let's hear from Venture Communications.
For communication services you can count on, call Venture Communications in Highmore. Venture Communications offers the finest in communication services with high-speed internet, phone services with voicemail and caller ID products, cable TV, digital and high-definition TV services, EBI service, and wireless cellular phone plans. They're proud to be the player of the game sponsor of KMLO and invite you to listen to high school sports coverage to hear who the Venture Communications player of the game will be.
And before I give out player of the game, I just got a notification that Faulkton area did win. So it'll be Harriet Selby area Lady Wolverines hosting the Faulkton area Lady Trojans Thursday night in Selby. All right, last thing to do, give away player of the game, Rachel Fiedler. Congratulations to you. You are tonight's player of the game. When you knock in 6 3-pointers in a game, it's hard to not give you player of the game. 23 total points, great effort defensively on the rebound. Riley Rosso, another candidate for player of the game, knocking in 16, but in that third quarter is Rachel Fiedler that really made the engine go. So Rachel Fiedler, you are the KMLO player of the game. All right, let's go ahead and run down all of our sponsors once again. Thank you to the broadcast booth sponsor, Jensen Rock and Sand, South Dakota Office of Highway Safety. Reminds you, avoid a kiss with death. Always plan a designated driver. Keys to success. Brought to you by CHS Northern Plains. Starting lineup brought to you by Campbell County Collision. Introduction to game officials brought to you by the Division of Consumer Protection. While on the court brought to you by South Dakota Attorney General's Office. Tip-off brought to you by MDU. South Dakota Office of Highway Safety reminds you, snow means slow. Drive for the conditions. Player of the game, Venture Communications. Sports Scoreboard, Real Tough. The rest of our sponsors, Premier Equipment of Bowdle. Harriet Sporting Center, Double M Crop Service, Harriet Livestock, Core Trust Bank of Battle, Reeker Electric, Turner Drug, Campbell County Bank, Premier Equipment of Eureka, Shorty's One Stop, Battle Healthcare Center, C&B Operations of Selby, Dakota Country Store, Campbell County Insurance Agency, Couts Meat Market, Hometown Boutique, Harriet Concrete, First State Bank of Roscoe, Thorstenson Trucking, Eureka Manufacturing, Marin Beal Insurance, Drake's Place, and Jensen Rock and Sand. So again, thank you to all of our sponsors. For Jalen back in the studio, Brittany on camera, I'm Cole Havens. Have a great Tuesday evening.